Abby Scarcella, and today I will be presenting my Trends Analysis Report for my Contemporary Issues class. I will examine 3 current trends in education, as well as the threats and opportunities they have on PA Cyber. I will also address recommendations that I have for these trends.
The 3 trends I will be focusing on are personalized education, common core standards, and the biggest problem facing education. Let's begin our discussion with personalized education. Personalized education is the trend occurring in schools where there is a shift from standardized education to personalization. I feel that personalized education should be based on standards as well as customized to fit a student's individual needs. Materials from Learning Session 5 stated that although there are some limitations with standards, educators must revisit them often and evaluate them to address our current student needs as they change. This trend suggests a shift from achievement to growth, and personalizing education will give each student an opportunity to maximize and reach their full potential. Personalizing education requires teachers to get to know their students in order to enhance and maximize the learning environment.
This trend relates to PA Cyber in a big way. PA Cyber allows for individualized education. If a student wants to learn at their own pace without live classes, they can take asynchronous courses. If they prefer a live class but want the flexibility of scheduling, they can take synchronous courses. Students can also mix the two for the best of both worlds by taking flex courses. Furthermore, this trend is what allows PA Cyber to exist. We are a school that serves our students through an online environment.
There are a couple of threats that face PA Cyber with personalized education. There is a belief that cyber schools are not real achieving schools. Many people in our society believe that high-quality education is not possible in cyber charter schools. This notion has been a battle in the past and will continue to be in the future as well. Another threat that educators face is a feeling of being overwhelmed with work. Teachers have busy schedules with planning lessons and materials, teaching, and grading. Personalized education requires teachers to take time to get to know the students' interests and learning styles and needs. Since personalization involves a commitment of time and energy, teachers may feel overwhelmed and become exhausted with the work overload. I believe this is a threat because it may cause some teachers to leave the profession. On the other hand, personalized education offers several opportunities for PA Cyber. One opportunity for students to engage in individualized education is through digital learning. Mobile devices include mobile phones, handheld computers, and smartphones, and they make learning portable, exciting, and most importantly, personal. Students can easily take learning materials with them wherever they go, without the inconvenience of having to carry a laptop around. There is never a reason not to complete and submit an assignment. Additionally, students that attend PA Cyber may have the opportunity to use an iPad as part of their learning. The iPad initiative has been launched and is being piloted by a number of students. The goal is for all students to have access to an iPad. The educational apps will enhance and provide personalized education and learning for the students as well as improve student achievement. Blended classrooms are also another future opportunity for students at PA Cyber. Students can take advantage of combining face-to-face instruction with online instruction. PA Cyber is currently working on a blended learning model for our STEM school, expected to open in the 2014-2015 school year. To keep up with this trend, PA Cyber must recruit and retain talented educators for their organization. Employees can offer suggestions to help PA Cyber grow and prosper. It is important to also maintain a sense of community at PA Cyber and to encourage employees to share their ideas. Another recommendation would be to provide even more opportunities for personalization in education and learning. It would be beneficial to add more remediation strategies that are specific for each student. Students can complete coursework, but in addition, practice several hours a week in the remediation course. Another suggestion would be for teachers to implement more performance-based assessment. A combination of standardized and performance-based assessments should be included in the curriculum. As Mark states, testing should provide students with an opportunity to show what they've learned. On the other hand, tests should provide educators with an indication of what students still need to learn. Performance-based testing often uses portfolios and exhibits student work. Teachers at PA Cyber must incorporate this type of assessment more so that students have a variety of ways to demonstrate what they've learned. My final recommendation would be for PA Cyber to continue developing the STEM program. There is a call to better prepare our nation's students for careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. The STEM program will help fulfill the demands of our rapidly advancing technological society. The second trend I will discuss is Common Core standards. This trend is an effort to establish a clear set of educational standards for the nation. They will provide a consistent understanding of what students are expected to know and more dependability in the quality of education. The Phi Delta Kappan Gallup poll explained that half of Americans believe that the incorporation of the Common Core standards will improve the quality of education. In addition, over half of Americans also believe that the standards will help make education in the United States more competitive globally. It is important to note that a significant percentage of Americans also stated that they thought the standards would not have an effect on education. When teachers were polled, 3/4 responded that they did believe the standards would improve and provide a more consistent and stable quality of education for our schools.
This trend can have a positive effect on PA Cyber because we enroll students from across the entire state. Students can enroll at any time during the school year. By implementing Common Core standards, it will help ensure that students are following the same guidelines and principles from the schools that they came from.
Accordingly, there is a threat to PA Cyber in regards to the Common Core standards trend. They may decrease competition among schools and thus result in a lack of need for school choice. Aside from the threat to PA Cyber, there are several opportunities for installing Common Core standards across the nation. I think that these standards will increase enrollment at our school as families become more aware that our school is implementing the same standards that are in place for all students in the United States. PA Cyber has already started the implementation process of the Common Core standards. My recommendation would be for the school to continue on this path and fully adopt them into their curriculum. The final trend I will be discussing is the biggest problem facing education. 43% of American public school parents agree that lack of funding is the biggest problem facing local schools. Lack of discipline, overcrowded schools, fighting, and drugs were also cited, but the highest was only 8%.
This trend has an impact on PA Cyber because any organization needs money to successfully function. When money is an issue, sources are cut. For example, a teacher's salary can be decreased, or teachers may experience a pay freeze. Another effect it has is on student resources being cut.
For this purpose, PA Cyber has a great deal to worry about. All school districts are struggling with funding and cyber charter schools are not exempt. There is a bill that has been proposed to change the way cyber schools are funded. The proposed bill will negatively affect cyber schools, and innovation will be difficult if we do not receive adequate funding. However, there are some opportunities to combat this trend. For the most part, all schools across the board are losing money, but PA Cyber continues to grow and offer more curriculum choices. While other schools are cutting programs, we are reinventing and creating new programs. We can market this to the public to gain support from families. The larger our school grows, the more powerful we can become. In addition, we can prove to the Pennsylvania State Department of Education that we are an achieving school by consistently reaching AYP, receiving Middle States accreditation, and providing AP courses. We must use this opportunity to take advantage of what other schools cannot offer. I would recommend that PA Cyber is proactive in their approach. The funds are going to continue to diminish. I suggest that PA Cyber looks for investors to help fund our school. Also, PA Cyber must continue to advertise through television, radio, and billboards. It is important that we spread positive media and keep families informed about the success of our students. I also suggest that teachers encourage the students and their families to continue to write to state legislators to urge them for cyber school funding and school choice. A final piece of advice would be for PA Cyber to continue to develop and expand their curriculum and course offerings. It is important for the state to see that we are a growing, thriving school that is in need of financial assistance. Thank you for listening to my presentation on 3 of the current trends in education.